If you're looking for a high fat, low sugar horse feed, here are some options. Now, there are many different levels of low sugar. What does that mean? When someone says that their product is low fat, high protein, low protein, what does that mean? Well, kind of means nothing. So if you have a metabolic horse, you might need a certain amount of sugar and starch, which is NSC. If you just want to keep a low sugar option for your horse, maybe it's just your preference or whatever, or maybe your horse has had a situation with foundering or something in the past and you just kind of want a lower sugar, it's not a metabolic situation, then that's a totally different conversation. If you need a metabolic situation, you might have to go to maybe an all-forage diet with some vitamins, minerals, a diet balancer, maybe something like the Safe Choice Special Care is a good option for you. The Purina WellSolve LS is another good option. There's a tons of great options for like a metabolic horse, but most of those are pretty low in calories. Now, if you just want a lower sugar horse feed that has an incredible amount of fat and calories, I would point you towards the Nutrena ProForce Fuel and the Purina Ultium. Those are going to be around 17 to 20% NSC total. So that's starch and sugar combined in both of those feeds. Now, that is a little bit higher than like a metabolic type feed, like some of the other ones I mentioned earlier. However, the amount of calories, the amount of fat in those feeds is going to be excessive compared to those others. So you can usually feed less. So if you have a 20% starch and sugar feed, but you're not feeding that much, then you're actually giving your horse less sugar and starch by doing that. So if you need a very high calorie feed, you might look into that. And don't sleep on a lot of the fat supplements that are out there, the Proly Omega, the Purina Amplify, stuff like that. Some of those high fat feeds might be something that you could just give them straight with a forage.